Good morning, good afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 169th edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, I will tell you that the market remained resilient this morning, has also refused to decline across the globe. Market maintained a mixed sentiment as to speak and positive for some climate and some market, while some are already also showing a sign of weakness. But in general, I'll tell you that market is looking positive this morning across the globe. Why I'll say so that despite the reaction of reaction to rate hike within the previous week, on Friday we saw how most of the market responded positively as a result of what one positive news, and also price of stocks getting to a level become attractive in this market. That is why we are saying that this morning market is also looking up again across the globe, which is a good start for a new week. For me, it's a good one. As to speak now, as a result of stronger than expected industrial output like purchasing manager index from Germany, we saw a better figure coming from where previous month it has contracted, but now it has breathed out with a positive expansion, and that also put a kind of confidence on the investors in that domain, knowing that what is going in Ukraine and Russia has affected this market and all those stuff, and not forget that the major market where they export to, which is China, has also not been so good because of what lockdown. Recently, there's a medical report that said that the lockdown continue, and this is like a conflict information. Today you hear that restriction is lifted the next day, and that is why you see that domain, China being the second largest economy, has also been struggling. Yes, that's why we saw a little improvement in their last GDP, but I'll tell you to a level that things are not well as in that domain. Despite yes, they have not increased their rate, and also they are still in a lockdown in some provinces over there. But that also have a way of a play, and this also fear that if this China is still in lockdown, and that will affect what the consumption of crude oil, and they can see that crude oil price that haven't gone as much as high as 98. Yesterday evening, speak night has just they put down little, to sell around the 97.25 dollar as we speak, which is also good. But you can know that I believe you have seen that this crude oil has continued to oscillate, and that is that this is part of factor that is also driving the oscillation we are seeing in the market. For me, it's a good one for the market because with all the news we're hearing here and there, geopolitical fears, election, mid-election in US, and that also in China, election here and there, but stocks continue to stabilize despite all these in major markets of the world. For me, it's a good one. As to speak, I tell you that US market is in green. All the trading indicators are trading in green now. While in Europe market are also having a positive sentiment. It opened today, Monday, the fourth trading day, positively by edging up in terms of the indicators. Look at that from from China, from Germany. Look at that of UK. The only UK index I would say for me is flat as we speak now, but others in that zone are looking up. All because of what is happening in China, Asia, market, indices are still mixed, and also likewise in Africa are still mixed as we speak. NGS here in Africa and Nigeria, I'll tell you that it's also slightly in red. But we can tell you how the market is faring. But the good thing is that also mixed earnings are still coming in this domain. We saw one of the big fashion company in UK posting a negative number that led the price to about almost 23% down in a very small space. You can see that we have some also components that we are seeing a positive number coming, and also it's impacting what their prices. You can see this is the impact of price earnings on price. When earnings is good anywhere in the world, there's appreciation by what by appreciating the company or saying thank you, see price rally. When the company has done badly, the market will treat that company in that direction. That you can see. That's why you need to have this concept of how to invest, because across the globe, it's the same investor that have the same sentiment and the same perception towards stocks, and that is how to invest at any given time. You must understand what you are trading and know how to work to do that. Once you're able to get it, that is also very, very important. Don't forget that after the announcement of the hike rate, we saw market try to up the next day, Friday, Thursday, you can see that market start breaking out again. But this also a pointer to every one of us in the class that yes, there is no a bull run no in the corner as to speak for 2021, 2023. How I say so? I say financial market reset, not only in Nigeria, across the globe will bring that. And also don't forget after the mid election in US, that of China, and also our own here is coming in February. And I've said it often, I'll still repeat it that go and check the post election rally, it has been consistent in all these elections. The either is the period of particular period, I mean that the length of time. No, the length it takes to rally matter, but I will tell you, only post-election, we have seen because expected that, especially when there is change of government, you can see that people are expected to see a reform, especially now that we have seen where the economy of Nigeria has gotten, what we have seen a lot of, sectors not doing well. That means anybody that is coming up as a president in this nation that also will not understand how the economy works, we expect this also to make an impact in the economy if we get the election right. For me, this would be nice for the economy as well. You as a trader, like also I've said that in equity investment, that the month of November to April is the most active month. Go and check the history, and you can also look at we have done it. We're also going to do it so you can get this data and also understand how it works. These are the period that you see activities for one reason or the other. Now already, end of the year, that is around the corner. No, data cross rally and also end of the quarter and end of the year that comes together. No, January in Nigeria, there's a trend that also in the last 5 years that have come to stay that January is always rallying up, even with the expectation of school fees payment here and there. It has defied this school fee payment and people selling down to take care to pay rent. But you can see that month is where what people take advantage of what the low price and also position for what for earnings that will pick up what from early February. You see that from now to April, factors that will drive prices are there, and you as a trader or investor, this is also positioned in the market now. That means you don't need to panic what is happening in the market because as we speak now, we're seeing that the research that started setting, you have CPN overnight came with was result of Nigeria Naira also give you a sense that that reset has started already, and how can you and I take advantage of that reset? And that is why I will encourage you to make time and join us in Invest 2023. That well, are you preparing for the financial market reset in 2023 and beyond? If you are not preparing, I think at that place you should get time because it's almost a whole day program starting from 94. You will be prepared because you see different experts, different professionals in this market explaining why this reset is necessary and how you can take advantage of this reset. What enrich yourself to boost your portfolio and also your return. If you are in losses, that is the time also for it because if you know how to key in the right stock, the right sector ahead of the outcome of all this we're going to discuss in that meeting, will tell you that you are positioned right. And that when others are panicking, you will be smiling because you already know what you are doing and you are investing in what with knowledge you are not guessing. That's why I also, as I said earlier in the last meeting on Saturday, for those that will take advantage of payment between now and the 20th of November, you still enjoy 20% discount. The fee for the training for the Invest 2023 is just 30,000 naira. I believe that yes, for you to make money, for you to sit down for more and get information, 30,000 naira, and also if you pay at a discount, that's about 24,000 naira. For me, it's enough for you to take what you need also, and even when we are paying more, because you see the value you're going to get from this class is more than what this 24,000 naira as a discount. But look at where you have 9 experts giving you their experience they've acquired for many years, helping you to know to pick stocks, the setup to be that will be easiest way for you to work to climb on their shoulder and see the future and take advantage of what they're going to share to enrich yourself and boost your work. So I tell you that what is happening in the market is what we call a wealth transfer. It's for those that understand that this is a time for you to take advantage. Like I said also that there are two kinds of these two sides of the coin, the up and down. Let's also have a bear and bull. And this extreme market creates opportunity also for those that know how to work, take advantage of this movement in price. Because all we are doing in equity investment, in other assets you have, so you buy price, you want it to move. When it moves in your favor, you cash out making money. But when it didn't move, either you are stuck there or you start going against you, start losing your money. That's why you also must start your investment with goal. You must have a goal to guide you. That goal is very, very important for everyone that in every trader or investor. You must have what is guiding you. You have attitude. You must have what behavior. And these are the things that will also help you when you are taking your decision. Because when you are taking a decision, you have seen where you are going. And that will set also your stop loss in case the market go against you. What you can also use to manage your capital. That's why I say your investment objective is a key and important. So also your stop loss so that you will be able to manage that hard-earned money that you have saved that you are using to trade. So that even when the market goes to a slowdown position, you still have capital that when it turns up, you are already there. But when you allow the market, to take your capital, and when market bounce back, you are not there again to play with, because the market are also taking away your capital from. That's why you must endeavor that you have what your stop loss whenever you are trading. It's very, very important. And when you do that, you keep your word, you trade your plan. When you trade your plan, I will tell you, you see mistake and error to what will be reduced because you are trading your plan. That is why attitude is everything. Because you have a plan and you are keeping to your plan, that is also you're able to have what a strategy. Because once you have your plan and you trade your plan and you are making money with that plan, then from there you can now form your strategy. And that's why we have to call intention. That intention is what I say will help you as a trader to know exactly what you are doing. You put all your strength, all your energy, your physical strength in there. Why? Because that is where you are earning your money, and you need to do it better and understand it more. Once you do that, I tell you, you are good to go. Timing is also very, very important. You should also know the right time to be in the market, because now you have a goal. You have in plan training, that plan helps you to have a strategy. Then you're also in your strategy, you must know exactly when to be in the market. And when you know that to know, understand this seasonality that comes. Every season there is something that comes with it. How can you take advantage of that season? And also you will also be committed to what that process you are building. Because since you have what you have no plan already, you have done your plan from your plan and trading your plan, you're able to have your strategy. And then you also have a process. Then when you are committed to that strategy and that process you have, I will tell you, you are becoming what a done in that market, in that trade, and then you will be tossed up and down by the market gyration, because you understand when the right time to be in the market and when not to be in the market, and also you understand the path to follow, because you have what strategy already, you have a goal, you have a plan, you are trading, because I tell you that once you have no plan to trade and you trade your plan, but once you don't have plan to trade, already you are trade to what to fail. You must have plan, and that plan and you trade it, and it gives you result. That result from there, you document your result, it becomes a strategy. Before you know it, you have a process, and that process is what will make things easier for you, because you understand the time and the energy you need to know will become more less, because you are not doing a focused trading with expanded knowledge and capacity, because of what you are not chasing everything in the market. You know what the strategy is guiding you to do, and that is how to trade. And these days, people want to do everything. No, you can't be in all the stock in the market. And don't forget, those that have been part of what I always emphasize, that the minimum you can have in your portfolios before maximum 8. No matter how much you are trading, idea of having 20 stock in your portfolio, I don't believe in it. But if you say they are your trade, but if you want to have comprehensive kind of assessment of what you are trading, it must be handy for you to look at it, so that anytime, because of your time and because also the process, you can easily run it at any time and take what investment decision at any time. You must know how to do this, so that at the end of the day, you become what, like I said, a better and informed investor. Once you achieve this, you are good to go in any market or any instrument you are trading. That makes you what, a professional to the core. And at the end of the day, your trading income will also look up in that direction, because you are investing and trading with knowledge. That is the difference between you and those that are novice and those that are also amateur in the market, because you are doing you're trading based on knowledge, intelligence, and what you have a system, and also you have what a process. Once you do that, you are good to go. And that is why also we are this class, so that as we share this, you go back to see whether you have a goal, to go back to see whether you have a stop loss. And for those that are in buy and sell signal, always know that our stop loss, is 7%. That has been set, in our peak. You will always see that once the price starts there, if you're a trader, you don't need to, unless you're an investor. Trader, you don't need to wait for any thought. Once it breaks touch, you sell off to hook out first to see if there is a bounce back again. Can you come back to the same stuff? While you sell off, you have to protect your capital to see opportunity to see cash to front, or capital to enter what another trade is very, very key. And that is why when you are combining your fundamental and technical analysis, is very, very key. Now, I want to look at the result of the market so far. Know how to combine fundamental and technical analysis. For traders like you and I, you will be interested to see the P ratio of the companies you are trading. Especially now that we're seeing that there is value in the market, because market to speak now, the general market P ratio is below 10 times of what market is. That means below 10. If we're not then for individual stock that we are seeing to look at, the P ratio is below 5 times. That tells you that this stock has a shorter period. That means any stock that has is below 5, and you see that it's not because of market gyration or market activities, market sentiment, or market forces that brought the price to there, but the company earnings are improving. That's why we are seeing that low P ratio. These are stocks as a trader you should be looking at. Why those that are looking for dividend income also be targeting on what, on the company earnings per share, to see that that will also help them to know exactly what they're going to get at the end of the day. But for this class now, I want to look at those companies on the that are really just so far that their EPS is below what, their P ratio is what, their P ratio is below what, is below 5. That is where it should be. And when we're looking at them together now, we want to see these company numbers that were released. Is it positive? Is the company that having a major issue, or is it a negative information that have brought the price down, or it's just because of the market direction? If it's because of the market situation as to speak, no liquidity in the market, and also no shaking the confidence for some, while some are taking advantage of the pullback to kind of increase their position, accumulate. But you want to know why this company are down. If they are down because of the market situation, these are stocks that you should be keying in now as a trader. Now, because you are going to use this P ratio fundamental to now have those stocks that will be in your watch list that you will be looking at as you chart them and confirm from your chart, which is what we're going to do. No chart today, you understand the chart. Once you chart them to see the position of that company, looking at the price action, looking at the timing and also the momentum. Like those also that have access to what our video on momentum investing, how the secret of catching high and low position to make money at any market cycle. You can see that it is chart that also used to know. That's why that with the P ratio now we're going to look at, and picking those words, you now have stocks that you'll be watching what with chart to know exactly when to plug in. Now that we have seen the actual performance of this company, with their third quarter position and know where they are going, because we have less than to speak now. We're almost approaching the middle of the last quarter. That means in any month from now, this month of November, with the corporate action that have November as a what as the qualification date for all this, you're going to also move the market up and down. This also creating opportunity for you to also make money between now and end of the year for the festive period, and also beyond that festive period. You must understand this trend in the market. Once you get it right, you are good to go in any market situation. Just as I said, we want to look at those companies that has their price to earnings ratio below 5. I tell you that the general market period as speak is below 12, which is 10 and below. For me, it's a good one. Say that our stocks here in Nigeria are cheap, and that's why I said if we get our election right, and whoever that comes, and also CBN to take charge of this foreign exchange market, that might also attract foreign investors. Like always say that foreign investor coming to the market is good, but not to our own detriment when they come and take over the market. No, but now that we've seen that local investors are also taking charge of the material, the PFAs. When they come, it will also bring more liquidity to the system. That will also help the market also to rebound quickly. That will be a plus. But we want to see that these assets in this market or this equity in the market are cheap. They are grossly undervalued. But look at their P ratio, they are giving insight what is likely to see. Because these P ratios prices are down and earnings are looking up, that's why we are seeing a lower P ratio. That's why we want to look at these companies now. As we mentioned them, you can now look at it. It might be what to be your watch list and be chatting them to know exactly what to do. Look at other information about this company, and that will give us a good opportunity to make money. If you look at this stock, starting from the first stock here that has a below 5 period, I will say one here is a United Bank of Africa, 2.06 times. That is what the price to earnings ratio is telling us at this point. You look at also, you check that of ICO Insurance. ICO Insurance is 3.28 as we speak, which is good. If you look at the GT code is having 4.15. For me, this is fantastic. Also you look at the University Press 2.38. Yes, when I say this is a match account board, you can see that given inside where they are going and where it is. Then the next one there is me and Baker 4.73 P ratio as at the end of Q3. And the current price is selling. For me, it's a good one for every investor to look at. Yeah, those that have 7, 8, they are still good because they are still below the market P ratio. Market P ratio, I tell you, is around between 10 and 12, and that is very, very good. But for those companies that we're looking at, those that have 5 below, for companies that have 6 points and the 7 points, they are still good. But we're looking at those, I said, 5 and below, 5 times the price to earnings. That is what we're considering. The next one to look at is FBN Holding, 3.36. Like you can see that. Also, another one is a Zenith Bank, 3.62. These are you can see the banks are between Transcorp 2.24. These are low P ratio. You should also keep your eye to see. Next one there is Access Corp 2. This is the bank out there is very, very attractive. 2, there is in less than 2 years, anything I'm putting here, we're going to what that is what the P ratio say. But you can see that this company, their numbers are becoming these banks are becoming stronger to guide you to know exactly what to do. Next one there, again is a we have the next one is a 4.366, which is a academic press. Academic press is there also. You can see this is a match account. Academic press. Another one is there is a Sterling Bank. Sterling Bank has the 3.14, and also the last one here is a no, Unity Bank, but I'll say that Unity Bank is what is a caveat on that. No, you have to be very careful. Unity Bank is having us at today 2.1. See, this is why when we are looking at this comment to be, this kind of P ratio as a one of the fundamental combining technical to speak stock to what you can see that you also have information that surrounding that what that's the company. Yes, we see that the Unity Bank P ratio is attractive, but I will tell you, you should not go look that way because any moment from now, this bank might give the world for Sky Bank because I said, as to speak, more than 5 years, the negative shareholder funds are between 250 to 270 billion. And any moment from now, this bank and others may likely also go the way of Polaris. And for that, we have to be very careful. And not only that, you can see when the company has a negative shareholder fund, no possibility of dividend is out of it. Even when they want to do what financial engineering, they have to take off that. Do they have that money to take about 250 billion? No, even a company want to acquire another bank of money. No, the bank has to take charge of this. So that means if a bank that has already 500 billion ordinary shareholders fund or shareholder fund, if you want to, that means you have to let out about 250. That means you want to now drop to what 250. You see, that's why you as a trader investor you have to be very, very careful. But with this, you cannot have a watch list of stock that you should also be looking at as a trader to know exactly when to what to jump in, looking at your chart that will guide you at any market situation. This is very, very key. Once you have all this knowledge to trade and invest, you see how to pick stock easily. I've shared another one the last time in the Q&A how to use what end of the day price and the end of the the week Friday and end of the month price. How to use what to take what implementation. You must understand all this. What and this you are looking at those stocks to pick as fundamental, but your chart will tell exactly what is happening because of the fundamental, because of the sentiment and the psychology of people in the market, and also level of liquidity in the market to also inform what to do. But this fundamental will help you to pick those stocks that you see their earnings are strong, all things are looking good, but you know to know the right price to buy and the right price to sell, and that is how you must combine what your technical and fundamental to do it properly as a trader. As I speak, I want to look at the state of the market. Back to the live market now. I'll tell you that as we speak now, our market is in red. Like I said earlier when we were doing an intro to this class, our market is in red. Market as we speak now is doing around 44,261.03. This is the market. Market is down marginally 8.15 basic point, and it's been about 0.01 percent as we speak, not up to 2. You can see the state of the market. And the good thing again, as we speak, we're seeing a little improvement in some sector where they are taking buying interest are coming up, but still the market is still missed. Why I say it's missed because the market breadth is still negative as we speak. We're having 11 losers against what against 6 gainers. And the 11 losers, I will tell you that the top losers as we speak now is a Champion Brewery, is one leading the losers chart, followed by Len Africa. You can see Arrow Bisco, FTM Cocoa, and Japan Gold. But among others in that loser chart is Geregu and others. But these are the top, the top losers of speak. But if we turn to the flip to the other side to look at the gainers chart, I said there are 6. But if you look at the 6, I'll tell you that we have more banking stock in this 6. But as we speak now, we're seeing Royal Exchange coming up almost a 9% gain. We're seeing also Qtis following, and the fixing is there, Sovereign Trust, and the ICO. Yes, you can see as we speak, it's again what I saw. The life of Access Bank, UBA, Zenith Bank, also on the gainer start. As market is also going up. More time is going, market is also changing. Before we start, there are 6 now. But as we speak now, they've also increased to around 8 gainers, not to 9 gainers against 11, 12 losers as we speak now. This is the state of the market as we speak. But I want to quickly look at this market and look at our indicators to see what is happening. For the stock that we're going to look at now, we want to look at what is happening in fixings among the gainers this morning. Look at fixings on the stock we're going to look. QT is also one of them. We want to look at the Access Corp, because among UBA, and this is turning their trend. Then look at the time parameters. These are the stock we're going to look at. Then on the loser start, we have seen a champion building on the downtrend all this while. Then also want to look at how far that stock can go. Then these are the stock time parameters because because of our time, we need to understand the market. But this chart we continue to do it every day. But let's look at the market now. If you look at the market, the chart now has been displayed here, which you are seeing with the index actions going down. You can see now this is a lower low, but you can see since here we have seen a lower high. A market going to maintain here until break down again. Now see we're seeing, but now we're seeing a lower high that is still maintaining as market try to trend in this situation on this from this level. This is what you should know, and we're seeing a green a slight red position, but we're seeing that some stocks have been on high demand. You can see the price there, but the volume of stock we see also determine what was expect. Sorry, I didn't mention the volume before we jump to the chart. The volume chart is also telling us that Irigu is leading the volume chart that lost about 4 naira from 120 that it closed on Friday, doing now 115, having about 11 point something million share. That is the highest, followed by Sovereign Trust, Varsity above vote about 2.7 billion, a million, Access Bank about 2.2 million, and also we're seeing GT Code. These are stocks that also are looking up. Access is doing almost 8 naira 10 kobo as we speak now. No, we need to look at all this that banking sector, like we also see when we're going through the P ratio, you can see that most of the ones that are below what the five times of price to earnings ratio, you can see that they are most of them are financial banking sectors stocks, and also they are looking because of what their earnings are also looking better and prices are lower to make them more attractive. As I was saying now, want to look at this chart. Say we are making low and they are saturating at this point. We want to call up our usual indicators for what for our analysis. We quickly go to what let's call our stochastic oscillator is very important now. If I come back to let's take our stochastic oscillator. Let's take stochastic oscillator. Let me take to with the RSI. That will make it easier for people to capture the bottom and high. Let's also take our look at our money flow as we speak. I say we don't need to cloud your chart and our T line. Then you can use other moving average, either use 20 days moving average or 50. Why I know this one is for you to see where the sentiment is stick. Don't forget that every trader are looking at this 20 moving average and 50 moving average. You as also a trader, you must put them so that when your chart either getting up get to there or coming down get to that this kind of why would I put it, the psychological indicators that people use, that 50 days and 20 days, where all either they want to take action in that point at that 20 days and 50 days. It's good to be in your chart, but most time I don't use it. Once I have my T line, it gives me confirmation to where to cut my loss, where to jump into the market, and how to know the strength in the market. Once you notice all this, it's good for us to always use our indicators very well, because you must use the right indicator at the right time so that you can get the right answer or give you the right signal. If not, you have been using a lag indicator where you are chasing, you are looking at an indicator that is telling you what has passed, what has happened before now. But the one that will help you to look at what is happening and guide you to take the next one is what you need. Here, this is our T line. As we speak now, market is flat on the T line, but you need to look at it with a zoom to confirm it very well so that you can see the state of the market. You can see that market is flat here. Market closed green on Friday, but now still flat in red. As I said earlier, the market is marginally down. But once market is able to cross this T line up and on a good volume, that was there something is happening. If you look at your money flow now, here you can see that your money flow is looking up at this point, and MACD is still also your stochastic indicator is still saying that there is still positive trend. If you look at it, let's go back so that I can get the full gist very well. You can see here, look at your money flow here. Money flow is reaching almost 40. This one I can't look before down. For this morning, it has gone as almost 40, 39, which is good. But once able to break 50, but if you look at your stochastic indicator that measure some momentum, strength, you can see here where the market is there is strength in the market now. Momentum is coming back to market. And don't forget, last week that we saw a kind of improved buying interest that was driven by position taken in big cap stocks that are pulled back for one thing or the other. That supported the market. But yes, because also that I said earlier, the date for qualification is still within this month. That oscillation will continue. But I believe that to speak now, we're seeing strength coming back to the market as reviewed by what this was statistical data that strength is coming back, and we're seeing money flow looking up to almost 40.5 for me, it's a good one. That yes, this is a first trading of the week, as we keep our eyes on the market to watch. If you not panic, we're seeing that strength is coming back to the market gradually. That is a good one for the market. You can see. Let's quickly look at what the market is doing on the 1 hour chart before we can look at the few stocks that we just mentioned before we call it a day. You know, on 1 hour chart, you can see that here that the market is almost crossing a T line, and the momentum indicator we are using here, because you can see that there is still strength in the market, and money flow is also in the same 39.37. For me, it's a good one. It's an improvement from what we saw last week. Let's see if this trend will sustain and we'll see better. Don't forget, as I said, most all eyes are also on economic data. We have seen the ends of this company. Now, more that the people are still studying it. Once they start, as they're studying, they will move from one sector to the other, one company to the other. That will see some volume coming in some stocks, and some are still coming down, some are still going up. Because of what, as they study these numbers, they come out to their position to buy into here, to accumulate more here, to sell down here. That's why I say you expect this situation to continue in this market. But on 1 hour chart, the market is also looking good, as a day chart, which is also equally good for me. That is a good way. But let's quickly look at the stock we mentioned. Let's quickly look at fixing to see fixing. This is a stock that lost last week, but we're seeing strength coming back to that stock this morning. Let's see how the stock is faring now. Fixing on a 1 hour chart, you can see here, I'll tell you that there's a component of strength entering the stock, and money flow is also coming up. Reading around 31, 32 for more, and we are seeing a good move on the momentum indicator. For me, it's a good one for the stock. Let's look at a day chart for fixing. Data for fixing is also giving a sign, getting to almost close over solidion, but not there. We're seeing a sign that trying to look up here, and that's why we are seeing, this morning we're seeing position looking green. That stock almost across the line, but now trading flat over a touchdown for up here now. For me, it's a good one for the stock. Then while money flow is looking down, momentum is trying to gather the strength for what for on a day chart. On a hour chart, we are seeing strength already in the stock. Let's quickly look at QTs. What is happening in QTs this hour? Let's look at QTs. What is happening in QTs is because of our time. QTs on a day chart, I will tell you, can see QTs. There's strength here already, which you can notice here. The momentum is looking positive, and QTs is always up above the T line. You can see it here, where the stock is trading now, almost around 2 naira 20 kobo, 2 naira 20 kobo. For me, it's a good one. You can see there's a gap up here. This gap up is what we are seeing in the momentum here, and we're seeing the momentum. The money flow, yes, is looking down gradually, but pulling down, but still above 50, around 58. For me, it's too strong. Any turn up from here is also be good for the stock. So let's quickly look at the 1 hour chart for QTs. That will give us a good sign of what is happening. Look at 1 hour for QTs. You can see the kind of breakout I told you. So the breakout here, where the stock is now trading around 2 naira 20 kobo. You can see the breakout from almost around 215 or 210 to this is a good one. The momentum is still strong, and money flow is shooting 77 on the 1 hour chart. That's why I said you must look at your chart. The shortest time frame to see the position of the stock you are looking at is very, very important. Let's look at assets stock. We are seeing strength also coming back there after we have seen a volume last week. We are seeing strength coming to that stock. We need to see and know what is happening technically. We are seeing fundamental. You must combine the two. On a technical chart, on the 1 hour chart, now I can see that here almost we're having on the last 2 hours, I can see it was up almost touch as high as almost 8 naira 30, 35 kobo, doing around 810 now. We can see that before there's a bullish candlestick, but that's why you must understand. But if you go to momentum that is still strong and reading about almost 76. That means front is entering the store. You can see where it started up, it remained above 50 here. That's why you must understand that you can see it remained above the T line here. It's also reflected here that it didn't go down below 50. Say that the reversal here, you can see it sustained the momentum because it did break down the 50 down, the middle RSI down. It remained above the 51, and it also showed of your T line here. You can actually see here it remained above it. At the same time here, it remained above. These are the things you should be learning when you are doing your technical analysis. And money flow is also reading 78.70. For me, it's a good one. That is for access bank on a day chart now. That's for the 1 hour chart. On a day chart, you can also see that this momentum is still very strong here. That's why we're seeing a missed weakness here. This is a kind of stock going up and this guy decline here, but still above the T line as we speak now on the day chart. Good, and we're seeing a volume, increasing here. You can see this good volume here, and money flow is reading almost 83. Good, and you can see the strong momentum where it is, and it's still going up on a high volume, which is good for assets. For me, it's a good one. Once assets break out, this one again, which is around 8 naira, then you are booking it almost touching at 8 35 to do 8 10 now. It's a good one, but the target is here. Once able to break all this here or up, that will confirm a new trend for the stock. That's why I said we are seeing momentum positive for the stock. Technically it's positive, and also fundamental is positive. It's a stock to keep your eyes in the market. The last one we're looking at before we call it a day, our time is fast spent, is UBA. Let's look at UBA before we call this class a day. Sorry for taking your time, but let's look at UBA before we call it a day. Time is fast spent, but we round up without looking at UBA. UBA as we speak now, that's why we're seeing a red kind of a very signal here, but still trading above the T line, and we're seeing a reversal, like kind of a slow momentum, improving gradually here. Once this is confirmed, for me it's a good one. You can see that it has reversed here, but we're seeing a bearish, a kind of a weak sell down here. But money flow is also looking down. That's why we need to wait to confirm. But already it's trading above the T line, and that is sign that yes, momentum is also coming up. As you see, as been shown here by the stochastic RSI, as we read here, and money flow is looking down. And on a day chart, we're seeing a miss momentum and strength here for the stock. So let's keep our finger for UBA. Let's quickly look at the 1 hour chart for UBA. That one might give us a clear direction. For UBA, I'll tell you it's short. If you look at the 1 hour chart now, you can see red and black all this in the last 3 to 4 hours. You can see that the stock is going up and down. Position taken slightly, can see that, but it remain above the T line, and all this is a good one. It's just to go down, but it just remain above the T line. Instead of the strength in UBA, you can see it also in the stochastic oscillator. You can see it here, there is still strength, so that this to guide you. But like we saw in the 1 hour in a day chart, money flow is still looking down here. I mean, you have to also keep your finger crossed and watch this stock hopefully, to know when to jump out or when to jump in from here. But I believe that there is still potential in UBA as we speak. On this note, I say thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. I'll tell you about 4 new videos already on the YouTube there, coming from Analyst Hangout and the market review, discussion. All are there, so you can have access to. Like I said, subscribe at any time we'll update our video, our channel. You get alert, and also you go up there and read up, and also listen to what will also help you to take informed decision from different angle of different analysts. You see there their perception, you see there, also add to what you have, also to also help you to work to take informed investment decision as you speak. Yes, I said earlier, for those that are interested in the common investment today, like I tell you, the financial market is on underway. Are you prepared? If you want to prepare, make sure that you make out time to join us on December 3rd, first Saturday of December. That we will have, I said earlier, about 8 to 9 analysts or professionals, experts in the market. These are enemies of stockbroking firms that are making money. These are not stockbroking firms. Like also, that these people they are making money. It's not that they're coming to tell you they know what they don't know, what they practice for years. This experience they have gotten for many years, but they want to give it to you for that almost 9 hours, from 9 to almost 4. Different speaker at different time, bringing both from fixed income, from a commodity equity, so that you get a balanced view of the financial asset that is underway, so that you know where to plug and take advantage of information to enrich yourself. I say thank you, and God bless you. See you tomorrow.